I love movies. I think almost everyone does, but why? Why do we love movies? If I want to be good at making my own someday, that's a big if, by the way, I need to figure out what people like about the movies they watch. So, I asked around. This is my friend Chris. He's a video game design major at George Mason and, as you'll soon find out, a giant nerd.
What is your favorite movie and why?
It would be not a movie, a trilogy, the Peter Jackson Lord of the Rings trilogy. I think it's great. Its ability to tell a long drawn out story, have every character be important, and all of the relevant and main characters have true and genuine character development where you can obviously see how they grow, and how they grow is incredibly relevant to the story and impacts the story, as well as they make sure that every character that they establish in previous films or future films have an impact in the story, and their impact isn't just they existed, it's that they did something that helped the story resolve how it did.
He went on for a lot longer after this, but don't worry, I've spared you. But to summarize, what did he like about his favorite movie? Meaningful characters. Next, I asked some more family and friends the same question.
Pirates of the Caribbean. I guess if I were to say like my favorite one, it would be the last one, just because I think like all the graphics and everything got better at the end. Also the love story, because I'm a bit of a romantic. And also I am attracted to Orlando Bloom and Keira Knightley. Yes.
I have to say my favorite movie would be Top Gun, and the reason why is because I wanted to be a Navy pilot, and that movie was about Navy pilots, naval aviation.
First one was groundbreaking.
It was great.
It was groundbreaking. The music,
Yeah, I hope the soundtrack
the
is just...
soundtrack, everything about it. The volleyball scene. Ooh.
Calm down.
My favorite movie is Captain America because I am obsessed with Chris Evans and anything in him, but I prefer him as Captain America because he plays it so well.
Which Captain America though? Which one?
Which movie?
Yeah.
The first Avenger. But I can also vibe with like Civil War because Bucky Barnes is in it, and I also love Bucky Barnes.
So, I present the next lesson, sex appeal. Now up is my dad. To follow that, here's my Uncle Greg, interrupted again by my dad.
Dad, what's your favorite movie and why?
Bob and Doug McKenzie, Strange Brew, Elsinore Brewery. Beer, Canadians, how could it get any better than that? Oh, and hockey too.
Monty Python and the Holy Grail. I have seen it probably at least a dozen times. I have almost the whole movie memorized. I've seen it. The Holy Hand Grenade of Antioch. And because everyone else can quote the movie also too.
So, here's my third note, dad appeal. My last few friends had some wildly different answers for what their favorite movies were, but even then I was able to find a common theme.
My favorite movie is A Star is Born with Lady Gaga. And it has, not to spoil it, but it has like a super tragic ending, and it always gets me every time. So I always find myself being really emotionally drawn into the movie.
I really like Lego Batman because the first time I ever watched it, I watched it with two of my friends and one of them cried at the end. It wasn't me, but I thought it was really sweet.
What?
What's your favorite movie, Lauren?
I have too many.
Why?
Because I like all Disney movies because they're good, but then also 2005 Pride and Prejudice does something.
Does what?
It makes me feel things. The hand punch scene? What do you mean? What does it do?
I've never seen Pride and Prejudice.
I'm so sorry. It's a Keira Knightley movie. You gotta watch it.
Okay.
So, the last thing I learned about good movies, they all have a tug at the heart.